Louisiana Tech will kick it off and will be underway. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He will score. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up. It's because of that awesome kickoff return.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Bulldogs offense will have plenty of work to do after that return was bottled up. And there he is. To this team's fans, he is a heroic figure. He is the guy who can lead them to the promised land.
This guy has been in big games, in big moments, and he's delivered for his football team. It never seems like a situation is just too big for him. This obviously is a huge game. I cannot wait to see this guy compete.
Here comes the offense on first down. Takes the handoff. It's Owens. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
I am impressed with the physicality we're seeing up front by this offensive line. Playing on the road, they knew they wanted to get the run game established, and they are doing just that. They're not just getting 3-4 yards a pop. They are gashing this defense.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
He is not afraid to use that stiff arm as a weapon as he bangs his way to the 28. A little old school football riding the big fella, and a nice gain on that one.
Yeah, this guy's an athlete, too. He's not just a blocker. You can hand off the ball, and he can go fine.
And they got him for the sack.
Anytime a blitz gets home that fast, I'm going to call it a lot, okay? I'm going to use this one time and time again until they find some answers to how we got that linebacker to the quarterback that fast.
He's got great speed. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Bunch formation trying to spring a guy free. They'll try the run. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. It's a draw. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Ohio State. And once he got loose, it was all over. I'm not sure anyone even breathed on that running back by the time he got into the end zone.
Nah, so many blockers out front. Where are the defenders? I mean, it's a good idea. You know, the guy with the ball, that's usually the guy we want to go tackle. Go get him.
On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start.
They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2. After getting caught for a safety, they're lined up and ready to kick it off. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays.
Afterburners coming. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. After that big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal line. Slams it ahead. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
23, Louisiana Tech.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to... And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Continues to fight for yards. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
how do you not respect the big plays? This doesn't take you back in the time machine to the days when a fullback was on the field every single play. Then you're missing out, because fullbacks are awesome. They're just low maintenance. They're not divas like wide receivers. They just block most of the time, don't say much. And then you give them the football, and occasionally you get some big plays like this, and they hit somebody so hard they got snot bubbles coming out of their mouths.
Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. The handoff to Johnson. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Ohio State. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap and you've got a touchdown on the board. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll give it to the back. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. The Buckeyes will kick it away to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this, because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
And he is stuffed, and I think the reason he's stuffed there is, think about it, the only time you really give the ball to the fullback is short yardage situations. The defense knew it was coming, played it fast, played it physical, and stopped him for a big loss.
Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. He'll try to really get into this one. On the return, it's Hunter. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the pummeling has started. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent. This one's over.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Ohio State, 37. Louisiana Tech.
On the move from inside his 5. I guess it could have been worse on that return. He goes out of bounds at the 15. His drive will open from the 15. Trying to find his man on first down. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. After the loss on that last one, an all-important second down play from the 12. Running back goes in motion. The give to the big fullback. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. They try to pop a run on the draw. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll have to punt for the 4th time today. He'll bring it back. It's Hunter.
There's fast, and then there's fast. This guy's fast. Great job. You can tell him outrunning the defense, making the big play. Now the offense, it's your turn to do something.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Ohio State! And the beatdown has ensued.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And he was able to get back on top of it. Short gain on the play before he slides.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside. Fires into traffic, picked off. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding.
Headed to the end zone. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring. And the defense better do something about it.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Louisiana Tech has it back and the offense comes out ready to go to work. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things.
It's complete. A huge pickup. And it is a chunk play. A huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
And first down for the offense.
This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical. They were faster, and it showed today.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Mountaineers will put total leather to crank us up. On the run from inside his own 5. So the Ohio State Buckeyes return team didn't help matters out much with that one. And this big fella can beat you in a number of different ways in the passing game, David.
Yeah, so much fun to have a guy that I can rely on, that can beat guys over the middle of the field, that can beat man-to-man coverage. This guy's the ultimate weapon.
And I love that this guy has an awesome catch radius. You don't have to be perfect as a quarterback when you throw to him. He can make you look good.
First and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. Very useful run there to get away from the goal line. He'll pick up 4 out to the 6.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. At midfield, he's got room. The expressway is wide open. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. So West Virginia's offense will get the ball for the first time. And as we look out on the field, here comes the man who makes it all go, and that's this quarterback.
Yeah, and he's big time. That's why he's up for all these awards. He's known. Everybody knows exactly what he brings to the table. He can run it. He can throw it. They're expecting a big day from this young fella.
First down here for the offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Finds the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Got his man on the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Mendoza. Slips away. The Mountaineers will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Makes a move. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. Finds a crease at the 20. Nothing but green ahead. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
What a big-time run. He's still running. Over 90 yards. That's one of those when you're running to the end zone, you're looking behind you, you're looking on the Jumbotron to see if anybody's going to catch you, and nobody's going to catch him on that huge touchdown run.
And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds. An excellent field position for this offense. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Scanning the field, it's Mendoza. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass D.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. And the Mountaineers will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Running it back, it's Hunter. He gets a block. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Ohio State.
Got things teed up and just about ready to go here in the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They're going to get on top in this game. They're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football from out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Lets it go. Pulls it in. Running toward the tape. And he's brought down after a huge completion. The Mountaineers want to move quickly.
It's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. And this crowd loves a good pass rusher in the line of Chase Young, the Bosa's. Jim's still wagging. The Buckeyes can get after the quarterback.
Yeah, and when the crowd's going nuts like it does in the shoe, it just makes it easier to rush the pass. So the snap count is silent. It's predictable. And then you pin your ears back, and that's why they've had so many great pass rushers at Ohio State.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. And the Mountaineers will line up to punt it away. A low-line drive and not his best work. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Oh, big juke to get past. And he's running in the open. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. It's complete on the right side. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Ohio State 21, West Virginia 0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. To throw, it's Mendoza coming after it. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Pocket starts to collapse. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you can try to get young guys in the game at this point, but now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
They'll dial up the run on first and goal. Touchdown, Ohio State! And the stomping has commenced.
Number 5, with the carry.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Barnes. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. On second down, wants to throw. Using the quick game. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
Pressure coming. Pressure got to him, couldn't get rid of it, and they got him for a safety.
And that's the exclamation point right there. It's been a bad day, man. This offense, they're going to have to find some answers over the next couple weeks, especially the next week of practice, of who they are, what their identity is, because all they've done today is struggle around and now give up points.
Bringing it back, it's Johnson. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should...
He's loose. The 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And the route is on.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Ohio State 37, West Virginia.
On the move from inside his... And the ball is loose on the return. Corralled by the kicking team.
Man, this kickoff unit, they've got heat-seeking missiles running down the field with bad intentions. They hit that return man with authority, and that's what popped the ball loose.
Got enough space. Touchdown, Ohio State. And the punishment has been extended. I don't think these two are going to be exchanging holiday greetings this year after this game.
No, and I tell you what, we've seen a lot of cool handshakes where you're getting fired up and coaches are getting after each other. We might get a little bit of that there. You could take a knee. You could run the clock out, but they chose not to, so deal with it.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner goes down. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Just complete and utter dominance, and this one outplayed their opponent and took care of it. Fresno State will kick it off, and we will be underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. So Ohio State's offense is going to be backed up thanks to that lackluster return. And here he is. Let me tell you about this wide receiver. He is a route-running, DB, toasting, pass-catching, touchdown-scoring, woo, son of a gun.
I can't wait to see.
And more yards after contact. Oh, look out, there he goes. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
At the 40, there he goes. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in...
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
When you have so many playmakers on offense like they do, they can score quickly. We just saw it right there.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
7, Fresno State, 0.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. So Fresno State's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And here comes the quarterback, and one thing you know for sure, with this team, as he goes, so goes the offense.
And he's a big-time talent, Reese. This guy can hurt you in a multitude of ways, throwing and running the football. He's going to have to be dialed in, though, because this defense is going to give him a lot of different looks. It's really important mentally this QB is on his game.
That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Great job, great field. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
They feed him again. Strong run on a pickup of 5 out to the 15.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Trying to get to it. And this is going to be incomplete on third down. Fresno State will have to punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Slips through the line. First down to start the drive after the break. They'll give it to Johnson. Keeps the legs moving. Open space at the 25. Off he goes. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Ohio State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this run. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
On the move. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do what they did right there. Focus in on the QB, lock in, and make sure he doesn't beat me.
And this just goes to show you how a big play on special teams could really blow a game open. I mean, this game at this point is still relatively close. Obviously, it's still early, but a play like that all of a sudden is...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
So they got the touchdown now, going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Here's the return from inside his 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
I know it's early in this game, but man, this defense has had their number. They did a great job, already built a huge...
He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety. So after that safety, they'll kick it away from their own 20.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
He's running free down the middle. And the Buckeyes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. And the returner will be brought down. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. It's like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Back to pass, it's Raiola. They're bringing, and he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football. And the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
To the ground with the back. Touchdown, Ohio State. And the pummeling has started. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board.
Fresno State, 0.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. A third and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one deep down the right side. And the pass is intercepted. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception. Excellent field position here for the offense. Looking for a gap. It's Roberts. Plows through the defense. Just having these dudes bounce off of him like popcorn. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Buckeyes will try to put one on the board on first and goal. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Trying to pound their way in. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. Offense calls a timeout here, critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. This should be the last play of the quarter. Quick pass on the fly motion. Touchdown Buckeyes! And the beatdown has ensued. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, it puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And they did tack on the extra point.
That makes the score. Ohio State 37. Fresno State.
Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep.
15. Set to kick it off.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David, but I'll say this. If you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
Getting some heat. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Fresno State will have to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Looking for a block. It's Hunter.
And a return like that really is an impact-type play, but it's also a momentum shifter. This gives the offense so much more confidence now getting to start this next drive, deep in their opponent's territory.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And the returner is stopped. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. They're trying to dig out of the hole on 2nd and long from the 9. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse? And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And how about this defense? They got the donut going. And here's one thing I'll tell you about the donut. Late in the game, you're talking about on the field. We want to finish this thing and keep that 0 on the scoreboard. No matter who's in the game, who we've rotated, everybody's trying to get a 0 up there.
When you know you have a team outclassed,